So I left Luxor and arrived in Giza, Cairo. I took the overnight bus for 900 Egyptian pounds, and I arrived in the morning, and then took a cab to come here to Giza from Cairo. So it cost me another like 140 Egyptian pound, and now I'm staying in a hostel, kind of very close to the pyramids. So I'm gonna stay here for 2 days and explore the pyramids tomorrow, and then go to the Grand Museum. So this is the terrace of the place. So breakfast is included, and I'm paying here how much? Almost like 500 Egyptian, so around like 10 USD. Pretty good deal, I think. So yeah, I got a beautiful view. So after napping a bit and taking a shower, I just took a walk around the neighborhood. It doesn't look much different from Luxor, to be honest. Very chaotic, and also towards the entrance of the pyramids, it's really kind of hectic, and a lot of people are leaving right now. And I got myself a falafel sandwich for only 10 Egyptian pound, so literally like 20-25 cents. They usually use this kind of bread, like and inside there's a salad and a falafel. I mean, it's pretty good. Like, the price is, I don't think you can find anything cheaper than this, you know, and it tastes good. The guy was very friendly, so I'm gonna enjoy the falafel right now with the pyramids view. So tomorrow early in the morning I'll go there. Second day in Giza. I woke up really early today. Now I'm gonna buy the tickets. I came early just to avoid the heat and the scammers. Now there's a line here. It's the ticket stall opens at 7 a.m. so we're waiting right now. I just purchased the ticket after waiting for half an hour. It cost me in total 980 Egyptian pound, so close to I think 20 USD. Now I'm gonna go through the security and go inside. So my first stop is gonna be the Great Pyramid, Khufu. I think there are shuttle buses too, you can take them, but I prefer to walk. Maybe on the way back I can take the bus. So now just passing by the Sphinx. It's pretty cool actually, the weather right now. I think it's the perfect time to come. Also avoiding the crowd and the heat, and also the scammers. There were still a few actually at the entrance of the ticket stall. So as you're getting closer to the pyramids, you begin to understand the scale of the structures. It's getting bigger and bigger. It's absolutely massive. Look at the scale. So this one is the Khufu, the Great Pyramid, and actually it looks a bit smaller than the other one, which is the Khafre over here, but actually it's taller, and it's around like 146 meters the total height. So ChatGPT says more than 2.3 million stone blocks were used to build this giant. And over like 20-25 years, the paid workers, the skilled workers actually built these structures, not the slaves. And it was kind of like a giant project, and yeah. So it looks like there are different sizes of stone. Some of them, according to ChatGPT, weighs like 2-3 tons up to like 20-30 tons. So the question is, how did they actually carry all these stones all to the construction site? Apparently these are all limestones that were quarried from the nearby quarry and carried only a few hundred meters, not like kilometers. And also at the time, I think the river Nile was also used to transport some of the more precious stones like granite stones from Aswan all the way to here. But I think they were used mostly as interior walls and other stuff. So I just want to touch the stones. It's all, apparently these limestones actually are very soft, but when they are cut and over time they get hardened. But you can see the scale, like here, how steep it is. Like, wow, amazing. I really have this urge to climb all the way to the top but I think that would be a big trouble for me, so I'm not gonna do it. I was taking a picture on the other side, and then this guy came up to me and just pretending like, oh, I'm the security, you cannot take a picture here. I'm like, dude, I'm a tourist, I'm taking a picture. What? So what? He pretended like as if I was doing something wrong, and I told him, no, you're like, I'm allowed to take pictures, and what you're doing is not good, you know, not good for the tourism. And then he backed away, and there was another guy. I showed him like, what's the deal with this guy? I mean, apparently fucking scammers everywhere and trying to ruin your experience, but I will not let that happen. If you want to see the inside of this Great Pyramid, you're gonna have to pay 1,500 Egyptian, so almost like 30 euros or 35 USD. Like, and I mean, I don't know, I don't think it's worth it, so I skipped this one, and I'm gonna go see the inside of the other pyramid, the smaller one. So now I'm passing by the pyramid Khafre. So the reason why this one actually looks taller than the other one, because it was built on a higher ground, but actually the total height I think was 136 meters or something. And the thing is, on top you can see the casing, the outer shell still intact, although quite damaged, I guess, because of the wear and tear, but still it's still there. Like, humans cannot climb the pyramids, but the dogs can. I see 2 dogs high up just barking. So I'm going to the panoramic viewpoint. I think it's like kind of like 15-20 minutes walk from here. So the viewpoint is there, I think, and that's where the camel riders are going. So I arrived in the viewpoint finally. It's a small hill actually. You get a sense of where you are and where the pyramids are. I think it's more like over there. This camel right there, I think he got himself set free, just running away from the owner. So the camels behind me waiting for people to ride them. There's a strong smell of camel pee and shit around here. So here we are at the viewpoint, seeing all the pyramids side by side. So this is a big area actually. Many people coming here to take pictures and making that like iconic perspective photos, just holding the pyramids from the top, like just there again the guys just waiting just right around the picture spots, just trying to make a conversation, trying to take your pictures, and then expecting you to pay. Again, they don't take no as an answer. They're so pushy and like annoying, to be honest. I just took this shuttle bus to get here from the panorama viewpoint. Now I'm going to the Pyramid Menkure. I'm gonna go see inside. So I'm in front of the Menkure right now. I'll go inside and see what's inside finally. There's some information over here. It says it was built by the Menkure almost like back in 2500s BC, and it was built next to the Khufu and the father Khafre's pyramids, and it's only 65 meters the height. Here's the layout. There are some other small pyramids and also some of the areas shown here. So now going inside the pyramid. Wow, it's very low ceiling. Oh my god, very claustrophobic. Wow. Okay. Good lighting at least. So we're going further down. I know there's a chamber. Wow. Okay. I think that's about it. There's no other place to go, but it feels very hot and humid inside. That's why they brought these humidifiers, I think. I don't think there's much going on inside. There are some chambers, but apart from that, there's nothing. Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed. I don't think it's worth it actually. I thought I was gonna be in labyrinths, like just going around seeing some artifacts, but it was pretty much nothing. Just a few empty rooms and just a long ass tunnel going down, and that's about it. Actually, these pyramids are the burial ground for the pharaohs. This one is Menkure and Khafre and Khufu, the highest one. So eventually actually they stopped building these giant structures because obviously it was too difficult, too time consuming, and also I think there were some people stealing things from the tombs, the belongings of the pharaohs. So that's why they actually built the tombs in the Valley of Kings in Luxor, and somewhere hidden in the mountain. Now I'm just going back. I'm just gonna take a walk around the Khafre, the pyramid Khafre, and then go down to Sphinx, and that's gonna be my final spot. So ChatGPT says all these like giant stones, actually some of them really big, when building these pyramids, they were brought by wooden sleds, and the front of the sled actually was wetted with water to reduce the friction so that it can be pulled much more easily. Another thing is that when they were building these, how do they get the stones up high up? Actually, they use mostly, according to ChatGPT, several ramps going around the pyramid, and also using levers, and also of course human power. on the bottom of the Kafre, there's a lot of granite stones. Probably these all fell from the top. These are all granite. So the heavy one. Apparently they were brought from Aswan. Aswan is quite far away actually, but it's on the Nile River. So they were brought by barges, and it also says, ChatGPT says that because of the floods during the Nile, during the rainy season, the floods actually came all the way to the Giza, making it easier to bring the stones here. Yeah. Still not very crowded. I think it's like almost 9 a.m. in the morning. And I'm glad that I came early. Because yesterday when I arrived in the afternoon, it was really crowded, even at the entrance and everything. So it was a smart thing to do, coming here early. Every single Egyptian, whenever I tell them where I'm from, they always say Yavaş Yavaş Hasan Şaş. I really don't understand why this really is a thing here, because Hasan Şaş was a football player, like a soccer player back in the day, almost like 25 years ago. He scored a goal actually in the World Cup against Brazil in 2002, and I guess at the time he got very famous, but still his influence still lingering in this land. I don't understand. Yeah, it's weird. I'm going back. I'm gonna see the Sphinx finally and then finish the tour. So just coming down, you can see the city a little bit, Giza. And it looks like there's a layer of fog or like smog like over the city. It's because of the air pollution, I guess. So I just came to the entrance of the Sphinx. I had to go all the way down because the entrance is from here. So let's go check it out. I was expecting it to be a bit bigger actually, but after seeing the pyramids, I guess my scale perception changed, because this one, the height is around like 20 meters and in total 70 meters, like the width. So it was built actually as the representation of the king, Khafre, I think, with the lion shape and some of his facial features. Definitely it's getting crowded. I can see more people coming in. So I'm leaving now. The exit is from the other side, closer to my hotel over there. It was good actually, just seeing the pyramids, like standing right next to them, like witnessing the scale of the whole structure, and also I don't know, it was great. Right outside the exit there's an army of camels and horse carriages and lots of horse shit and camel shit on the ground. Really nice. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? There's an army of camels, herd of them just going around. They just blocked the way. I just couldn't get out. Holy shit, man. Holy shit, literally. It's shit everywhere. Perfect way to finish the tour. So after the pyramids, I just went back to the hostel and had breakfast and took some nap, and now came to the Grand Egyptian Museum. I'm at the entrance. So I purchased a ticket for this museum yesterday online. Actually, I made a mistake. I bought a ticket for the Egyptian nationals first for 200 Egyptian, and then I bought the other one, which was like quite expensive actually, 1450. So in total I paid close to like 35 euros or like 40 USD. So now I'm just gonna enter and then we'll see what's inside. So I had to wait like 15-20 minutes to be able to enter because you purchase the time slots and mine is from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So I got here around like 12:30. So there's lines actually at the turnstile. So this giant statue actually belongs to the King Ramses. I think it was found at the entrance of a temple. On this section there are some obelisks and also sphinx. The carvings on this granite looks interesting. There are so many different animals like bull, a bird. And there are like I think that one is bees. These are bees, right? And there are some cartouches as well here. So there's so much stuff to see here. I mean, it's giant. I think I'm gonna spend a few hours here. So I came to the main gallery section. Wow, it's really crowded. A lot of people. So in this section, they depict some of the scenes from hunting and also fishing, how they lived and how important meat was at the time in their cuisine. This section also shows the food preparation, beer making and bread making. Again, some paintings from the daily life describing how they were living at the time. So here they show the evolution of royal tomb construction, starting as a very small thing and then eventually over time they mastered it and built those giant pyramids. All the kings that were ruling at the time, I think they had statues. They had their statues built from different materials, looking fancy and powerful. Some of them are missing the head. So this section explains their belief system. So pretty much just because they believed in afterlife, that's why for the royal family they built giant structures and tombs, fancy tombs, and with many belongings of the kings. So there are 12 different galleries here. So this is the map. I'm right here on the fourth one now. There are some masks here that were put on mummified bodies. In this section there's a few animations. Showing the life at the time. I must admit that I am overwhelmed by the sheer number of statues and the details that went into making all these structures. Like, I mean, it's crazy, really. So much stuff, like so many details.
Oh, voilà.
They had some instruments back then too. This one is called lute player. I don't know why, but this statue is pretty neat. I like it. So this is the scarab, the symbol of rebirth with the wings. And there's a statue here made out of gold, Hulk, I think. Falcon, yes. So there's a crocodile mummy here. So there are some coffins here, looking pretty fancy with lots of paintings on them. This one here is the mummy mask, golden mask here. This is another mummy of a moon woman here. These ones too. So it's been 2 hours since I came here, and I almost finished the last section of the main gallery. I mean, wow, a lot of stuff, a lot of details. So I want to go see the Tutankhamun collections.
Which one is this? It doesn't say.
So I asked ChatGPT, like, what's so special about Tutankhamun? And it told me that actually the tomb of Tutankhamun was discovered by this British guy back in the 1920s, 1922, I think. And almost all of her belongings were intact and in good shape. So more than 5,000 pieces of artifacts were found at the time, and it was such a sensational news. So that's why his name is quite popular, like when you talk about the ancient Egyptian history. These are some of his rings. These are his sandals and finger pieces. These are some of his necklaces, fancy ones. With the scarabs on this side and some kind of bird. Okay, now this is the section, I think the most crowded, showing his mask, golden mask, famous one. It's a shiny metal object. Well, what's so special about it? I don't get it. All these people lining up to get a perfect picture. So this is the how it was when he was found in the in his coffin. The body looking like this with the mask. This is the mask that you see over there. So here it says he died actually before the age of 20. So he was a boy, king, and a living god, all at the same time. So I finished visiting the main galleries and Tutankhamun collections. It took me almost 2.5 hours, and I mean, honestly, I didn't really look at everything in detail. It's really a big museum. I mean, you need to spend at least 2-3 hours and even more if you really want to look at everything in detail. And it's quite crowded. I mean, so many people. This place must be pumping money, you know. I know it was opened recently, but I think it's a bit overpriced still, like paying almost like 35 euros or something like that. I think it's overpriced, but still worth it, I think, with the amount of, like, the number of artifacts it has. And I mean, it's very modern, really nice, neat, very organized, unlike what you see outside. It's nice. I'm glad that I came and saw some history. So yeah, so I'm gonna leave now, go back to the Giza, to my hostel. It was a very long day. I feel very tired, you know, doing the pyramids in the morning and then the museum in the afternoon. Ooh, I think it was really intense. There's just too much noise and too much, it's chaos everywhere. So you really gotta prepare yourself for this madness, you know. I mean, it's the reality here. So I came to Cairo yesterday. I'm at the famous Tahrir Square, where the protests began like almost 15 years ago. That started the whole Arab Spring. So now I came to the riverside. Like, I'm trying to cross the street to the other side, walk along the river, but I mean, they just put those barriers and you can't get across. I have to walk all the way up and then take the stairs down. This is not a walking friendly city. Like, I don't know how far I need to go across the street. Like, this is so stupid. I guess I got stuck here. I don't know what to do. I gave up. I'm going back. Okay. So, on my last days here in Egypt, I got this terrible diarrhea. It's called the traveler's diarrhea. I was actually, I still don't know how it happened, but I suspect it's either something I ate, like this falafel sandwich I ate in Giza, or the tap water which I used to brush my teeth. But like, I've never had it this bad before. I mean, like, I don't want to give you much details, but sometimes when I go to the toilet, I don't know if I'm doing number 1 or number 2. It's that bad. Like, and I took some medication last night, and today also I'm taking some antibiotics, trying to recover, because today is my last day in Egypt and I need to get better for my flight tomorrow. But Egypt is not an easy place, definitely. I mean, I wish I had done it the other way, actually, starting in Cairo and after that Luxor, and then Hurghada, because the intensity actually kept increasing day by day. I mean, it's very intense, like the place, the traffic, the chaos, the noise, the dirt. I think like my body just gave up, you know. He said like, screw you, I can't deal with this shit anymore. Because I kept eating on the street. I mean, most places where locals eat actually, or I guess they have different immune systems, so they're much more immune to the bacteria or the diseases here. Not like me. So, but eventually my body just gave up, and then I had this terrible diarrhea, and I'm still having it. And today not bad actually. Yesterday was the worst. And the hostel I'm staying, the receptionist guy is a very helpful guy. He recommended me some meditation. So yeah, it's what it is. I thought I could have a nice morning stroll around the neighborhood and just go check it out, the Nile River, but I give up, man. I fucking give up. I mean, too much noise, too many cars, no sidewalks, nothing, no pedestrian crossings. Like, wow.